Water is also important. I don't know why people shy away from doing it, to prevent you from smelling. Girl, do you need any other reason? What is poppin', besties? It is your girl Pascaline, and I am back with another YouTube video. Now, if this is the first time you're seeing this beautiful face, hello, my name is Pascaline. I make lifestyle content, a lot of self-development content, and really entertaining vlogs. I hope you subscribe and stick around to be part of the family. Let us get straight into today's video. In today's video, I am going to be talking about hygiene tips that has helped me level up my hygiene, and also some things I think should be common knowledge, but I realized it's not really common knowledge. Please do not wear your pads for so long. Oh my goodness, the reason I'm talking about this, I saw a video on TikTok and the lady was like, reasons I only change my pad once a week. I'm like, what? Girl, please, you should be changing your pads at least 4 hours. I know pads are marketed like 8 hours of wear. You should not wear your pads for 8 hours to avoid bad odor, to avoid rashes, to avoid getting a UTI, because you're sweating. You're literally trapping sweat in that place. So you need to constantly change out your pads, especially if you now have like heavy flow. So make sure you're doing that. It will prevent bad odor, rashes, among other things. If you don't have heavy flow, at least 4 hours, go and change your pad or your tampons. Another thing I want to quickly talk about is you're not supposed to smell like roses. You're not supposed to smell like vanilla down there. Every single woman has her own unique scent. Okay, and that is why I advocate for you need to be smelling yourself. You need to wash your hand and smell yourself. You need to get very familiar with your own scent. So whenever your scent changes, you know. Whenever your pH balance shifts, you know. You're not supposed to smell like roses. In essence, do not use all these feminine washes, soaps, all of that. Please, please, and please, you're messing up your natural pH balance. There is something called good bacteria and bad bacteria. You are washing away the good bacteria and the bad bacteria away with the soap. But if you know that you're going to feel very uncomfortable if you don't use soap, trust me, I know this is the only soap I would recommend to anybody. But listen, the soap is only for the lips, for your labia. The soap is not for washing inside the vagina cleanses itself. Use a non-scented soap. I realize that some people still use all these flavored feminine washes because they somewhat want to smell like those flavors. Please do not do that to yourself. You're going to get a UTI, and not everything that is marketed as pH balance is actually balancing of your pH or whatever. You can we are very, 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 very sensitive as women. So just mind whatever you're putting down there. Next thing is your body can get used to your deodorant. So when you notice that your body is getting used to your deodorant, please change it, or like just have a time period where you're like, okay, I need to swap my deodorant for a different one, or like interchange them, so your body doesn't get used to a particular deodorant. It is called deodorant fatigue, and there are a lot of causes of deodorant fatigue, like product buildup, which is why you should go and watch How to Always Smell Good video, because I also show you like my shower routine and how you can actually scrub very well. Go watch that video. I'll link it up here. The next thing is for you to have witch hazel and baby oil. Okay, honestly, I don't really recommend baby oil for this particular thing I'm about to say. I actually recommend witch hazel. After you come out of your your shower, if you notice that no matter what you do, you still put your hand in your bum and you perceive it and it's still smelling foul, listen, get witch hazel. Use witch hazel, use a cotton pad. After you've had your bath, after you've properly showered, use cotton pad, get some witch hazel and wipe your butt crack, not your vagina, your butt crack. Make sure you're wiping there. And in the places that you're always sweating, you're wiping your armpits, your ear, like the places that you're always sweating. Witch hazel is going to eliminate that scent over time. Some people recommend using baby oil. I don't really recommend using baby oil for your bum because oil can actually retain scent. So I don't really recommend baby oil, but I do recommend witch hazel. So witch hazel and a cotton pad will save you from smelly butt crack, both men and women. Stop using loofahs. stop using loofahs. Loofahs retain a lot of bacteria. Start using a sponge, please. I know they call it the African net sponge. Look for it wherever you are and get that. Stop using loofahs. Loofahs pack on a lot of bacteria. I recommend the hand one, the one you put in, you wear as a glove, and then you also need to change it like every now and then. The best thing you can do for yourself is get a net sponge, and you can even use the net sponge to wash your back. Stop using loofahs. Loofahs can pack in a lot of bacteria, and come to find out, some people even use their sponge and their loofahs down there. Girl, please, you're messing up your pH balance. I promise you're messing up your pH balance. You shouldn't be doing that. The next thing is never, ever dry shave. Stop dry shaving. Make sure you're using like a gel, a shaving cream or something. I don't even recommend shaving creams because it can also be an avenue to disrupt your pH balance, especially like if you're shaving your vagina. Now I stopped shaving. When I used to shave, I used to use soap. I don't trust a lot of things. So this is the soap I have been using for a long time. And then I shave in the direction of hair growth. I shave like this. It's always smooth. I rarely got ingrown hairs. I've stopped shaving now. I do sugar wax, which I prefer because it just takes longer to grow back. That's basically the reason. It takes longer to grow back. And hyperpigmentation. Dry shaving is going to injure you and it's going to make sure that you have a lot of ingrown hairs and a lot of bumps. The next thing is make sure you are wiping from front to back. It is not from back to front. Your vagina is very sensitive. Your vagina can easily pick up something. It is open. You should not be wiping from back to front. You should always wipe from front to back. Okay? And in addition to that, after wiping, make sure you're also using a bidet. Make sure you're using water. Water is also important. I don't know why people shy away from doing it because it will prevent you from smelling. Girl, do you need any other reason? How you wipe is from front to back and then you use water. Okay, after you've wiped very well, actually, then you use water. After you use water, you wipe again and make sure it is dry. UTIs are very common, so to avoid them, try your best. Try as much as possible to avoid them. So make sure wiping from back to front and make sure your pattern dry after you use water to make sure you're not moist down there, because that is like an inviting ground for bacteria to come and live. Going to bed. You need to go to bed without this on. Please, let the girl breathe. Let her breathe. You can't suffocate her all the time. Make sure you're sleeping in like not tight things. I love me a good pajama set. I love a good pajama set. Like literally, I can spend my money on a good pajama set. Make sure you're wearing things that are free to sleep because you have to let her breathe. Next thing I wanted to say that is also about letting her breathe is I recently just found this out, that you should not be wearing panty liner all the time. Girl, I used to wear my panty liner every day, all day. I don't care. I always wear my panty liner. I heard from a dermatologist on TikTok that you're not supposed to wear panty liners all the time. So yeah, that's that. I also stopped wearing panty liners all the time. I don't think this is a hygiene tip, but this is something I do. I sleep with silk pillowcases. It just helps your skincare and your hair avoid breakage on your hair and on your face. It just helps you sleep smoother. Okay, because anytime I use cotton pillowcase, I wake up with a lot of lines on my face, which means like my face has been dragging, and you don't want that. Make sure you're opting for silk pillowcases. You need to be going to your gynecologist. Every single time I tell somebody, oh, I'm going to my gynecologist, I had a guy, they're always like, why? Are you sick? You don't have to be sick to go to a gynecologist. You don't even have to be having sex to go to a gynecologist. You need to be going frequently to your gynecologist, getting your blood work done, making sure your hormones are balanced, doing your hormonal profile, all of that. Yeah, the last but not the least thing is for you to make sure that you're washing your feet. Feet is almost as if it's overlooked. Get those brush-like things that you use to scrub your feet, under your feet. It's not every day you are getting manicure, pedicure. There are these brush-looking things that you can use to wash under your feet. Make sure you're washing your feet. It's very important, my love. Yeah, I think that's basically it. And if you have hygiene tips that you do, please leave it in the comment section. I would love to learn. People would love to learn from you too. So yeah, that's basically it, my loves. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in another video. Go out there and be fresh, feminine, soft and sweet. And yeah, I love you so much, and I'll see you in another video.